So what's going on, fellas? Welcome back to the channel. My name's GRIZZ. Today we're in Call of Duty Zombies. In particular, this is going to be Treyarch Zombies. So this top 10 is focused on the best zombie bosses, and we're going to go from worst to best. Okay? So be sure to drop a like on today's video. I want to appreciate the 30,000 subscribers of you that are subscribed to this channel. I appreciate each and every one of you and the support that you keep bringing each and every video. So this is the 30,000 special. Hit me up over on Twitter at GrizzViolent if you want to continue talking zombies, multiplayer, or even the Battle Royale that's coming up called Blackout for Black Ops 4. That's what's coming next, fellas. But I've been wanting to crack into the top 10 series for quite some time, and I figure there's not a better time than now. I know my man Greg FPS does a lot of top 5s and top 10s, so I'm not going to try to step on his toes. Let me know down in the comments section what you guys would like to see for top 10s. The next video I'm thinking of doing is top 10 abilities in zombies, but let me know what you guys kind of want to see moving forward. We're going to start right away with number 10, because this is the zombie bosses going from Black Ops to Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3. And in number 10 comes George A. Romero. Now, I know a lot of you guys might hold this dear to your heart because he's a true veteran of the Zombies franchise. He's the reason we're all here today. But I will beg to differ on him being a great boss zombie. I spent over a half an hour just straight with the starting weapon trying to kill this cracker. I was using the starting wall weapon, and I know that's why if you have a pack-a-punched weapon, it's 10 times easier to do. Thing is, it's not a very enjoyable boss zombie. It's one that is there at all times, and he gets in your way. He travels with the zombies and makes movement hard in the narrow corridors. So that's why he comes in the number 10 spot. In number 9, I have the Napalm Zombie, and this sucker is sort of along the same lines. One of those boss zombies that's just going to come out of nowhere. You're going to start on fire a little bit, and you realize you're just in the wrong place, probably at the wrong time. You're going to get tripped up because this comes out of nowhere. It's easy to kill, but at the same time, if you're not ready for it, it's one of those boss zombies that just becomes really unenjoyable. So I know a lot of people like Shangri-La. Thing is, it has a very bad boss zombie, and we're going to talk about that, the next one on Shangri-La, but that comes in number 7. Talking about number 8, though, we're going to head over to Ascension, where there's space monkeys. These monkeys are not to be confused with the Shangri-La monkeys that steal your power-ups. Those suck in itself, but space monkeys on Ascension have a power slam that comes down and can actually affect you and slow you down, and that's why I hate them. They do come in, though, and steal your perks when that round comes. Now, you need power to be on in order for these monkeys to come in. That's why I was like, why are they not spawning in after going round after round? You have to have power on for that to occur. But they're a pain in the ass, man, and in Ascension, that's why they come in the number 8 spot. But moving back to Shangri-La, for number 7, we have the Shrieker. And you know this sucker, he yells at you, he screws up your vision, he sprints at you, he's faster than every other zombie boss, and he's just a pain to deal with, especially in these narrow corridors on Shangri-La. So in number 7, absolutely comes the Shrieker as one of the worst zombie bosses of all time. At number 6 comes a fan favorite. This is Zetsubu no Shima with the Thrasher, an absolute boss. We're going to start making the transition to better boss zombies now. I know a lot of the community doesn't like Zetsubu no Shima, and in fact, I would relate the actual World War II zombies, Wustlings, to this Thrasher. They kind of are an insignificant boss zombie, but they get in the way more than anything, and it's just problematic in the long run when it comes to playing high rounds. But where Zetsubu no Shima had its shortcomings, they do have spiders on round 5 and whatnot that are like the dogs that give you max ammo. However, when it comes to boss zombies, I think majority of them should as well bring you a max ammo. Thrashers are a little more common than you would think when it comes to a boss zombie. That's why they're relatable to the Call of Duty World War II Wustlings, in my opinion. But moving into number 5, we have the Gorod Karavi Mangler. This here is where we start getting into the better boss zombies, ones that are easy to kill, don't get too much in the way, and are kind of fun with the gameplay aspects. The Mangler in Gorod Karavi provides an element that I believe is fun, like Brutus in Mob of the Dead, which we will eventually get to. The thing is that the Mangler itself doesn't cause that much harm when you have Juggernaut, and that's big to me. They cause a little bit of harm, they get in the way, they can cause you a little bit of problems, but in the long run, it's fun to deal with. Okay, so the Mangler does come in number 5. Downsloping this down to number 4, we're going to talk about the Hellhounds. I know you might be thinking, this isn't a boss zombie. Well, in the Giant, it's the closest we get to it, but in my opinion, is definitely a very fun boss zombie to deal with. These dogs provide an element of gameplay that's very original to the Zombies franchise, and a lot of us grew into this, knowing and loving this as an element of the game itself. So dogs absolutely deserves a spot on this list, the Hellhounds, because they're very iconic to Call of Duty Zombies to begin with. And they give you a max ammo after you kill the last dog, and it's something that's predictable as you're moving through high rounds. So it should come as no surprise that the number 4 spot does go to the Hellhounds. But moving on to number 3, in Shadows of Evil there is a Margwa boss zombie. This is a 3-headed beast that you can take down. It's also featured in Revelations and in different variants of fire, lightning, different elements of Margwas. Each head that you shoot off the Margwa is worth a gang of money, so as you're trying to score credits, Treyarch thought of this. They thought that you might need extra money as these Margwas come in, and each head is worth just a jackpot of money. So if you're getting those kills in those Margwas, you're definitely sitting well when you want to pack a punch, when you want to get perks and everything. So I like that the boss zombies are worth more than regular zombies, and the Margwa is significantly worth way more. So by having an in-game monetary value like that, it serves a great purpose with the number 3 spot. Goes to the Margwa. Moving to the number 2 spot, we're going to talk about the Panzer Soldat, but importantly, on the Origins Round 8 situation. As you come in on Round 8 in Origins, that Panzer is very hard to take down, and this has become a very infamous moment to have weapons, to have Pack-a-Punch, to be ready to hit the box in time, to have your perks, to be ready for this Panzer, because if you're not ready, it's going to take you down and your game's going to end quicker than when you basically started. So the Round 8 Panzer on Origin specifically, of course we can just summarize this to the Panzer. We could say the Dreisendracht Panzer, the one on Revelations. All these Panzers do take the number 2 spot, but I'm specifically pointing out the Round 8 Origins Panzer in that situation, because that is a very fun moment to be prepared for, and if you're underprepared, it's very problematic, but definitely deserves the number 2 spot when it comes to the Panzer Soldat. And in number 1, as we've already talked about, and you've probably already guessed, the best boss zombie on this list, 100% without a shadow of a doubt, goes to Brutus in Mob of the Dead. I think during Black Ops 3's DLC 5 Chronicles, a lot of us were expecting Mob of the Dead to be a remastered map in the series. Jason Blundell had stated that it's for another time, for a better time, and we know that now as Black Ops 4. So we are going to have Mob of the Dead back. The question is Brutus going to return? This absolute juggernaut of a boss zombie. Very fun. You have an awesome sound that comes in right when he spawns in, and you know that you're in trouble. You know that these corridors are going to get tight, and you got to all focus fire on Brutus, get him down. But he's fun. He's very predictable too to take down. You take off his helmet and then you keep shooting his head. If you have the Hell's Retriever or Redeemer, makes this process 10 times easier. But I would say it definitely takes the number 1 spot for the most enjoyable boss zombie, the most fun, and it definitely sets the stage for the entire feel of the map. So there you have it. There's my top 10 boss zombies and Call of Duty zombies, Treyarch specifically, from worst to best. Let me know down in the comment section, where did I get it right, and where did I get it wrong? Where do you think there could be room for improvement, and what would you like to see next? I am already considering doing the top 10 abilities that we have in Call of Duty Zombies and ranking them as well. But let me know kind of what ideas you got down below. If I like one of your ideas, I'll make sure to feature it at the beginning of the next video. But this video wouldn't be right without one last honorable mention, and that honorable mention goes to the map that we're currently playing on right now is Moon, and that goes to the Spaceman. As you know, you can sometimes get even the Blundell indicator in the name bar above it. And so this is a very simple boss zombie and definitely deserves an honorable mention at the end of this video, the Spaceman. But I hope you guys did enjoy, man. I try to do the best that I can here on this top 10. If you like the way I rank these things, be sure to let me know by dropping a thumbs up on this video. We're only about a month away, maybe a little less, from the actual Black Ops 4 beta coming up. A lot more information coming out as we approach those dates. So mark your calendars with Comic-Con, because this month on the 19th, we'll be hearing a lot more information when it comes to Black Ops 4. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you in the next video. Viollent out.